Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ray Fillet from Super 7. Now, story time. I had this guy as a kid. He was a birthday present from my mom. I don't remember when. Which is funny, because today is my birthday. Or at least the day this is going up is my birthday. And first off, 1 year ago today, I got my notification that Muckman was just hit my pile of loot, which he was also a birthday present. So it's kind of irony. The Muckman was definitely a bigger impact on my adult life than Ray Fillet is. That one really excited me when I got the notice that it was coming. So this one, not as much, because shortly after I got him, on my birthday, we went to a rec center, and I had brought him along, and some little snot-nosed brat told his mom that it was his toy, and she agreed with him, and they stole it from me. And my dad, who was there, I was telling my dad, like, hey, they took my toy and they won't give it back. And he's like, well, you shouldn't have let them see it. You lose. It kind of, he had no sympathy, and he didn't do anything to help me out. He, basically told me I was a loser. So, anyway, so it does bring back a little bit of nostalgia, but I didn't have him for very long as a kid. So I don't have, memories of him doing all sorts of little adventures with my turtles and villains and stuff like that. Whereas Muckman, he was there for years and years and years and years. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at him. So posability wise, his back fin here is all soft plastic, and it's actually done in a way that I like. I think that fits really well with the character and the figure. The tail's hard plastic, and that does swivel. Looks pretty good too. I know this kind of plastic doesn't hold up for a very long time, so we'll see how that plays out years down the road. The yellow on the chest and the arms is a different color. Like, this looks like molded and this looks like painted. So that's a little bit of a downer, but it is what it is. Head is on a ball joint. I believe it's the double ball joint. Get the side to side, up, down, little wiggle in there. Looks great. It's got a fantastic sculpt to it. His alternate head is this one, which I believe is more toy accurate. It's something about it just doesn't feel the same. It just, doesn't have the same oomph as that does. So I'm definitely going with this one. Shoulders are on universals, so they up to there, down to there, up. They get caught up on the wings there, so not much you can do there. No bicep swivel there, but there is one right above the elbow. He's got some nice shading going on in there as well. So it's almost like they're updating the figures too. Now that they've kind of get into it a little bit more, just kind of put a little bit more collectorness to it by doing some shading, because I'm pretty sure the original toy didn't have any shading. Wrist hinges up and down and swivels. He's got the waist swivel. I don't know. It's hard to say. It might just be a swivel. I don't know if it's got any ball jointedness to it, but just swivels. And it's got like a softer plastic encasing around it. Hips, this is where everything starts falling apart on the figure here. Not literally, but so they hinge in and out. These are super loose, so that doesn't help. They move up and down, also pretty loose. Thigh swivels are, well, this one doesn't want to move, and this one's tight. Hinges at the knee, both are pretty good. There is a swivel at the knee. This one's okay. This one is too loose. That sucks. The feet hinge up and down, and then there is the rocker in there as well. But yeah, he has a hard time standing because like his hips are just too loose for it. It's just not the greatest. And he's also back heavy, so that doesn't help either. But anyway, accessory wise, he comes with this little guy. He just has a ball joint head. He has a little left, right, up, down, and that is all she wrote. Nothing fancy, nothing great, just kind of there. Yeah. He comes with his weapon sprue, which we've seen before. You know, we've seen the type before, so nothing too fancy there. He comes with his anchor with a rope. The anchor is horribly warped. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but it's Super 7, so I'm going to guess it's not. And this rope is... It's almost like that kind of rope that you'd get out of, like, a curtain at a fancy hotel or something. My grandma used to have these kind of ropes on her couch, like tassels. I wouldn't have done it this way at all. Like, not even remotely. So, he's got a little angry starfish. So, that's your bag, and there you go. He comes with the harpoon gun, which I can't tell if it's warped. It seems like it's warped, but it also seems like that's actually how it's supposed to be. So it's kind of hard to really say, to be honest. It is a hard plastic, and it's not really mobile, so this just might be how it's supposed to work. And then it plugs into his hand like that. The way most crossbows work make you want to hold it like that, but this one's meant to be like this. So, I don't know. Yeah, it works. And then he's got the 2 trigger hands there, 2 fist hands, and then 2 just gripping hands. So, nothing too fancy there. But overall, a pretty decent figure. Yeah, the paint from the torso to the arms, that should have been painted to match the arms. But past that, and the hips. Oh man, those hips. So I'm probably gonna have to say 7 out of 10. The build just isn't quite there. It really could have. They really could have improved that, but overall it's fine, but it ain't great. So yeah, I guess that's all I got for him.